I didn't buy the mirror because it was magical. I bought it because it was small, heavy, and imperfect. It was an antique compact with a dull silver casing and a hinge that sighed softly when opened. It fit neatly in my palm, as though it had been waiting for someone else's heat. The woman at the counter told me it had belonged to a girl with a careful face. I didn't ask what that meant. In Monroe Bay, you learn not to. The mirror worked perfectly at first. That was the unsettling part. Not that it did something strange, but that it didn't. The glass was clean, the reflection crisp. No distortion, no ripples, no fogging breath when I exhaled. Just me, exactly as I expected to see myself. The first thing I noticed was the blink. I closed my eyes, opened them again, and saw my reflection finishing the motion, lids lowering just a fraction too late. I closed the compact, slipped it into my coat pocket, and didn't use it again until the next morning. That time, my reflection smiled before I did. A twitch at the corner of the mouth. Gone before I could be certain I'd seen it. I stared harder, and the reflection stared back. I didn't think about the mirror again until that night. I was brushing my hair, half asleep, when I felt the sensation that someone was watching me. Not from the room, but from closer, from inside my own field of vision. I raised the compact and saw my reflection already looking at me. But not just at me, through me. I turned the mirror slightly, catching the lamplight, and the reflection turned too, but a second too late. I lowered the compact, and the reflection didn't follow. I froze and watched as the reflection adjusted its posture. Smoothed hair I hadn't touched yet. Tilted its head as if anticipating my next movement. I lifted my hand halfway. The reflection lifted its hand fully. I snapped the compact shut. Over the next few days, the mirror began to react to things I hadn't done yet. When I reached for a cup, my reflection was already drinking. When I frowned, it sighed. Once, only once, it looked relieved when I looked afraid. That was when I stopped using it. I wrapped the compact in cloth and tucked it into a drawer. That night, the scratching started, from inside. At first, it wasn't loud, just steady, like fingernails tracing grain. I didn't open it. After a few days, I told myself I was overreacting. There was no way my own reflection wasn't my reflection. I opened it, ready to confront my fears. It met my eyes and smiled. I dropped the compact and it clattered to the floor, the hinge creaking open on its own. The reflection inside didn't look surprised. It now looked just as surprised as I did. The girl in the glass lifted her hand and pressed it against the glass. I mimicked her, and when my own hand met the smooth surface, the glass shattered. From the cracked pieces, I saw her move back from the mirror, surprised and scared. I tried to communicate with it, but my voice was now empty. I didn't understand. I didn't get it. Unless... She didn't look at me again. Instead, she ran out of the room, screaming, and slammed the door shut behind her. I called out to it again, but nothing. The girl in the room, the girl in the mirror, I wanted her to come back. I waited for her to come back and for the door to open again. If I was the girl in the room, I would have never left.